Staring into the bathroom mirror, I couldn't help but wonder, why do I look so old? Why do I ache so bad these days? Why do I feel so tired? Why can't I do the things I used to do when I was younger? It was questions like these that led me on to my biggest life's journey. In your 30s, you're shocked when you notice that first stiff gray hair coming in. Yanking it out, you let out a huge sigh of relief, silently hoping it doesn't grow back. As you pull the mirror up for closer inspection, your first wrinkle catches you off guard. Over time, you may start to notice a slightly receding hairline, or that you've gained a few extra pounds when you step on the scale, or aches and pains in unfamiliar places. It's getting harder and harder to read the small print or see at night, isn't it? It's not your eyes, or your skin, or your hair that's showing the first signs of aging. It's something else, something far more fundamental. In fact, every cell in your body has been silently feeling the effects for years. In your 40s, crow's feet, laugh lines, forehead full of wrinkles. Your skin is aging faster than you are. You're losing the war against gray. Clumps of hair may be coming out in the shower. Weight's piling on for no explicable reason. And now, you're a candidate for bifocals. What's going on, you think to yourself? You don't even look the same as you used to. What's worse, you don't feel the same. Sore muscles, stiff joints, aches and pains in places you never knew existed. You injure easily over things that were so easy before. No, you don't need ibuprofen. You need something that restores youth, vigor, and energy at the cellular level. In your 50s, you notice something strange and maybe a little frightening. Mentally, you're not as quick on your feet as you once were. What's worse is you actually notice the decline. Whenever the A word is mentioned, it becomes a haunting reminder. You wake regularly to a mental fog, forever requiring some sort of sugar or caffeine fix. You sometimes forget things, important things. This frustrates you because it's not like you. Your most cherished memories are less vivid, less clear. They're fading, and it seems there's nothing you can do about it. But the good news is, if you act now there is, in your 60s. You may have lost your ambition and motivation, even for once previously exciting things like sex. Mentally, you may want to do these things, but your body seems to be failing you. The energy and desire just aren't there. At this point, like a bicycle going downhill, the aging process is seeming to accelerate. You struggle remembering things once dear to you. You worry. You stress. You can't help it. We worry about our retirement, our health, our money, our family. We worry about becoming sick, frail, dependent on others. We wonder if we'll see our precious grandchildren grow up, graduate, and have children of their own. Of course, we wonder if they'll take care of us when that time comes. When I was younger, these kinds of thoughts were the furthest thing from my mind. Now that I'm older, I have a profound appreciation for what our clients feel. All too often as we get older, we see the calendar as our enemy. Time speeds up. You hit a certain age and decide there's not much time left anyway, so you may as well just give in and give up. Whatever you do, don't. Don't give up. Don't give in, especially when you hear what I have to tell you. It's a true anti-aging breakthrough. Actually, 4. Who am I? My name is Michael Bounty, and I'm co-founder of the premier longevity firm, Rejuven 360. We're a health and anti-aging company bringing the newest advancement in regenerative health to the market. We've brought together a team of cellular aging specialists dedicated to understanding what happens inside our cells as we age, the very specific degradations that happen within the cell membranes as we grow older. And we're even more passionate about discovering new ways we can slow, even stop such deterioration. Listen, growing old may currently be a fact of life. However, what if, as you aged, you retained all those wonderful qualities you took for granted in your youth? Strong, vital, flexible, clear-headed, attractive. What if you stayed healthy, fit, and full of energy, looking and feeling incredible well into your years? What if your intelligence, cognitive, and intellectual skills not only didn't decline, they grew stronger and sharper with each passing day? Imagine the kind of body you could have, the kind of mind you could have, the kind of life you could lead. Maybe you'd spend more time outdoors, surrounded by nature, or in your garden. Have more of a social life, make new friends, and reconnect with old ones. Maybe you'd be more active in the sports you used to love. Maybe you'd have the energy to start something new, a new business, volunteer, or start a charity, or go on mind-expanding adventures and travel the world. You'd be known in your community as one who is always on the go, always up to something amazing, no matter what it is. Even better, imagine looking 5, 10, maybe even 15 years younger, looking in the mirror each morning, looking as good as you feel. 50 years ago, 25 years ago, even as little as 5 years ago, it was practically impossible. But thanks to a recent scientific discovery, men and women everywhere are able to live longer, far healthier lives. The mystery of aging solved. Why do we age? When do we start aging? What are the internal markers of aging? Is there a limit to how old we can grow, or how young we can look and feel? Mankind has pondered these questions for hundreds of years. Here's what we know. Aging is not an inevitable part of life because all cells contain a DNA blueprint which could keep a body functioning correctly forever. How do we know? Some marine creatures do not age or grow weaker as time passes at all. One thing's for certain. The life-giving cellular organelles, known as mitochondria, play a fundamental role. Mitochondria generate the majority of their cellular power using almost identical principles to the ones used by hydroelectric dams, right down to the use of turbines. Biologists say each cell in your body has hundreds to thousands of these mitochondria. Their job? To convert the difficult-to-use energy in the form of food into a more convenient one. Adenosine triphosphate, or ATP, the universal energy currency. Today, scientists recognize mitochondrial dysfunction and the inability to create fresh energy as key biomarkers of aging. For instance, researchers have recorded evidence of 50% more mitochondrial damage in the brain cells of humans over 70 compared to middle-aged individuals. Mitochondrial dysfunction and death are now definitively linked to the development of virtually all killer diseases of aging, from Alzheimer's and type 2 diabetes to heart failure. The implications are clear. The more mitochondria you have, the more energy they produce. The longer you can dramatically alter the aging process for the better. Imagine at a cellular level if your mitochondria in every living cell in your body were optimally performing well into your 80s and 90s. Each individual cell in your body having enough energy to do their specific jobs, fight disease, repair and replicate. How great would you look and feel throughout your entire life? There's just one big problem. Our mitochondria's number one enemy, free radicals. Almost everyone has heard of free radicals by now. While the media often gives the impression that free radicals come from environmental pollutants or toxins in our diet, surprisingly the overwhelming majority of free radicals are generated in your very own cells, specifically in the mitochondria, our cellular power plants. Yes, mitochondria sow their own seeds of destruction. They are slowly shutting down your cell's power plants, basically causing your mitochondria to implode and die. According to biologists and researchers, the fundamental reason you lose energy later in life, get aches and pains, get sick more often, lose your attractiveness, fatigue easily, is your mitochondria are making less energy to keep your body and your cells running at optimum performance. As we age, this gradual cellular decay was once considered unavoidable. That is until recent anti-aging discoveries lead to a new understanding of how to pause, stop, and even reverse aging. As a result, for the first time in human history, breakthrough compounds exist that address the root causes of aging at a mitochondrial level. 1. Increasing the total number of mitochondria in your cells. This process is termed mitochondrial biogenesis. 2. Increasing the power plant energy production of each of the mitochondria producing multiples, more energy, ATP, per individual. Note, amazingly, the older you are, the more you'll notice the difference. 3. Slow aging by increasing mitochondrial communication. 4. Protecting and slowing mitochondria from melting down and dying off. And, according to University of California Irvine aging expert Dr. Edward Sharman, mitochondria are central to aging. Improving their function may modulate or delay the onset of diseases related to aging, such as type 2 diabetes and age-related vision decline. Stated differently, the combined power of 4 anti-aging nutrients can unleash your body's own biological fountain of youth in as little as 4 hours. Breakthrough. 4 ways to reverse aging, starting at the mitochondria level. Yes, scientists have proven it is possible to pause, stop, and even reverse aging at the mitochondrial level in multiple different ways. This means the cells in your body are able to function far better, do their intended jobs better, produce optimum amounts of energy, and ultimately live longer. The result? According to clinical studies, there's dramatic reduction and even reversal of chronic disease. Youthful glowing features return, such as lustrous hair, skin, and even eyes. You think more clearly. You have much more energy and much less fatigue. That stated, anti-aging isn't just about smoothing out those lines in your forehead. It's about keeping all the cells in your body young and vibrant well into your 70s, 80s, and 90s. All those beauty products out there represent nothing more than a last-ditch effort to thwart the effects of aging. They don't address the root cause. To reclaim your youth, you must target aging at the most fundamental level, your mitochondria. There's recently been a breakthrough scientific formulation that addresses mitochondrial essential functions and abilities, allowing these amazing transformations. Anti-aging breakthrough number 1. Make more energy-producing mitochondria. The first key to staying young, having an abundant supply of mitochondria that are alive and healthy and produce maximum energy. But unfortunately, as you get older, your mitochondria become weaker. Ultimately, they die off. Your body loses the ability to make energy, and your physical and mental performance declines hand in hand with your aging. Solution? Make more mitochondria. But how? Until now, there was only one way to increase the number of energy-gushing mitochondria, and that was through extreme exercise. Think CrossFit or powerlifting. However, all that changed when pioneer researchers at the University of California at Davis showed an indisputable correlation between PQQ and the growth of new mitochondria. PQQ, short for pyrroloquinoline quinone, is one of the 4 synergistic nutrients that deal a knockout blow to mitochondrial aging, allowing you to feel and look younger in just days. How? The process is known as mitochondrial biogenesis. It's a scientific way of talking about how your DNA generates new power plants in your cells. There's one study published in the Journal of Nutrition where mice received PQQ supplements in their diet. As a result, their numbers of their mitochondria grew in just 8 weeks by massive numbers. This newfound energy allows your cells to do the job they were intended. But that's not all. PQQ also boosts brain power, giving you a younger brain. Incredibly, PQQ actually triggers the growth of new brain cells even into your 90s. This was previously unheard of. How? According to researchers, by stimulating your natural production of nerve growth factor, or IGF. And PQQ also relieves a brain condition known as excitotoxicity. That's when the stress in your brain cells becomes toxic. Few realize this overstimulation of brain cells is one of the causes of senility and memory loss as you get older. So not only does PQQ generate more cellular power plants, your brain is given a significant boost in terms of the number of brain cells and reduction of stress. To be sure, PQQ is a powerful nutrient, but when it comes to anti-aging, here's where your cellular power plant shutdowns are stopped dead in their tracks. Yes, we're adding fresh, new mitochondria, but what if you could also increase the energy output of your cell's mitochondria? Anti-aging breakthrough number 2. Significantly boost mitochondria energy. As you get older, one of the reasons you age is your mitochondria become weak. Year by year, they get weaker and weaker. You undoubtedly notice how seniors tend to sleep and nap more, right? That's because CoQ10 levels plummet drastically as we age. All your cells are unable to efficiently do their jobs. CoQ10 is crucial to the production of energy because it's the spark plug inside the mitochondria, helping each individual mitochondria generate energy, ATP. CoQ10 is essential for energy production in most every part of your body. Found in almost every cell in your body, its scientific name is ubiquinone, meaning found everywhere. Regarding the benefits, 2-time Nobel Prize winner Linus Pauling said, CoQ10 can increase energy production in your heart, help normalize blood pressure, increase energy, and improve longevity. CoQ10 expert Dr. Peter Langshoven says clinical experience with CoQ10 in heart failure is nothing short of dramatic. I have thousands of patients on CoQ10. It's not only heart function that improves, but many aspects of their health. Maybe even more confirming, Gene Carper, New York Times bestselling author of Stop Aging Now, wrote, taking in more CoQ10 than your body produces may help defeat the ravages of aging and even prolong life. Bottom line, high levels of CoQ10 in your body are essential for 2 primary reasons. Essential reason number 1. CoQ10 increases the mitochondrial energy that your heart, brain, kidneys, and skeletal muscles vitally need to function at healthy, youthful levels. Essential reason number 2. CoQ10 is one of nature's most potent antioxidants to fight back against harmful, youth-robbing free radicals. Clinical proof that CoQ10 is a health miracle. Hundreds of clinical studies reaffirm the anti-aging, rejuvenating power of CoQ10. CoQ10 improves brain power. CoQ10 rejuvenates a fatigued body. CoQ10 pumps up weak, ailing hearts. CoQ10 restores healthy arteries and heart rate. CoQ10 restores healthy blood pressure. CoQ10 reduces muscle injury. CoQ10 helps you combat the ravages of aging. CoQ10 creates younger-looking skin. CoQ10 stabilizes blood sugar. CoQ10 increases eyesight. CoQ10 increases lung power. CoQ10 increases clear-headed comfort. While CoQ10 may be the spark plug in your mitochondria, the actual spark in a recently discovered breakthrough nutrient called NADH. Anti-aging breakthrough number 3. Slow aging to a crawl, even reverse aging by increasing mitochondrial communication. NADH, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is one of the most fascinating chemistry discoveries related to aging. Our research confirms that NADH, a coenzyme formed from vitamin B3, increases energy in both the body and the brain. It's also one of the biomarkers of aging. Elderly men have about half the levels of NADH in their bodies as young men. Unfortunately, there's no amount of healthy eating or exercise that can stop NADH's eventual decline. However, in a groundbreaking scientific paper titled A New Reversible Cause of Aging, published in 2013, that generated headlines about reversing aging, not as crazy as you think, Harvard's Sinclair showed that after just 1 week of giving 2-year-old mice a boost of NADH, their tissues look more like 6-month-old mice. In other words, researchers have discovered a direct cause of aging in mammals, showing it may be reversible. How? The essence of this discovery is a series of molecular events that enable communication inside cells between the nucleus and mitochondria. As communication breaks down, aging accelerates. By administering the NADH molecule naturally produced by the human body, scientists restored the communication network in older mice. Tissue samples revealed key biological hallmarks that were comparable to those of much younger animals. The function of NADH was first discovered by Dr. George D. Birkmeyer, MD and PhD at the University of Graz, Austria. At the time, Dr. Birkmeyer referred to NADH as the equivalent of biological rocket fuel. As he recently stated, NADH can be regarded as biological rocket fuel with the smart difference that the energy is not wasted by an explosion, but stored in chemical compounds such as ADP. To confirm his discovery, Dr. Birkmeyer treated advanced Parkinsonian patients with NADH infusions. The effect was astounding. Of the 480 patients who were unable to get out of their chairs, 85% could do so in an hour or two after their IV application. NADH boosted Olympic athletes' performance by 7%. NADH deficiency leads directly to a decline in cell energy production. And as you're about to see, this can happen even to the most highly conditioned athletes. According to celebrity nutritionist Oz Garcia, NADH is being studied for its application in neuropsychiatric and brain disorders, chronic fatigue, Alzheimer's disease, and clinical depression. It is a magnificent product for enhancing fitness and sports performance. For instance, in 1995, a study was conducted among competitive cyclists and long-distance runners at the University of Freiburg, Germany. In this study, Olympic athletes were given a dose of NADH for 1 month. Results showed an average increase in muscular energy of 7%. Over 25 studies confirm NADH's benefits. Since then, there have been over 25 studies on the ability of NADH to boost energy in cells, especially brain cells. Put all these studies together, and NADH has been effective at addressing fatigue and bad mood, muscle weakness, joint pain, anxiety, loss of memory and concentration. By boosting cellular energy, NADH improved all of these symptoms and more in thousands of patients. Until recently, patients could only get NADH by infusion. However, Dr. Birkmeyer now says people seeking nutritional energy enhancement can obtain noticeable results with 2.5 to 5 milligrams daily, and they can do that with a simple oral supplement. Imagine the effects of NADH when combined with PQQ and CoQ10. They have the potential to totally rejuvenate your health, energy, and beauty. But there's one more critical piece to the puzzle. Yes, you can create new cellular power plants. Yes, you can increase their energy output. Yes, you can increase mitochondria communication and reverse aging markers. But there's one more thing we must do to complete the anti-aging puzzle. Anti-aging breakthrough number 4. Protect and slow mitochondria from melting down and dying off. You probably have already heard of resveratrol, one of nature's most powerful antioxidants. A compound found primarily in the skins of ripe red grapes, resveratrol is a component of kojo-kan, an oriental medicine used to treat diseases of the blood vessels, heart, and liver. Resveratrol came to scientific attention during the mid-1990s as a possible explanation for the French paradox, the low incidence of heart disease among the French people who eat a relatively high-fat diet. Why do we need antioxidants like resveratrol? Like the nutrient resveratrol, almost everyone has heard of free radicals. Free radicals are the archenemy of our youth, ultimately causing us to age. While they can come from outside sources such as a toxic environment, are you aware of the biggest source of free radicals? Amazingly, they actually come from our mitochondria themselves. You can consider free radicals the toxic byproducts of creating fresh, new cellular energy in our mitochondria. Unfortunately, as we age, our mitochondria become less and less capable at handling such dangerous wastes. Free radicals escape, causing destruction in our bodies, specifically the very same mitochondria, since they're in the same proximity. Free radicals are the primary reason our mitochondria, our cellular power plants, shut down and ultimately die off, leaving us vulnerable to disease, fatigue, and old age. The good news is, there is a way to protect our mitochondria, protecting them from the damage free radicals can cause, and that's by having an abundance of antioxidants in our system. Resveratrol is a member of a group of plant compounds called polyphenols. Polyphenols are extremely effective at pairing up with free radicals at a molecular level and disarming them, rendering them incapacitated. Now combine the power of PQQ, CoQ10, NADH, and resveratrol at the same time. Introducing a breakthrough anti-aging compound targeted to rejuvenating our cellular energy factories. Developing the world's #1 anti-aging mitochondrial support supplement wasn't easy, not by a long shot. There were long months of painstaking research of the most effective nutrients. Then came the testing and experimentation. There were many blind alleys and discouraging times. Imagine, you're working on a formulation that can have your cells sipping from the fountain of youth in just hours. And time after time, experiment after experiment, success eludes you. We remained undaunted. Our team was so passionate about the very specific degradations that happen in the cells of the body as we age, and even more passionate about the new ways we can use to slow such deterioration. Now, after years in development, our commitment has paid off. Our intrepid cellular aging specialists have collaborated on a compound which directly addresses the ravages of premature aging at a mitochondrial level. Our flagship anti-aging rejuvenation product, a product that boosts the energy in every cell in your body, is called Rejuven 360, the #1 complete mitochondrial upgrade. Not 1, 2, or 3, but 4 incredible mitochondrial breakthrough benefits. PQQ for boosting creation of fresh new mitochondria power plants. NADH for slowing mitochondrial aging to a crawl, even reversing premature aging by increasing mitochondria communication. CoQ10 for boosting mitochondria energy, creating noticeable premature aging benefits. And the powerful antioxidant resveratrol for shielding and protecting your mitochondria from further damage and mutation. Rejuven 360 is the first comprehensive mitochondrial support supplement of its kind, and the first ever to increase the overall energy in every one of your cells in 4 different ways. The theory behind the pill is built on work first pioneered in our lab. It's based upon 4 nutrients involved in cell metabolism and energy production that are common to a wide range of living organisms. Researchers have found that boosting the activity of mitochondria can have anti-aging effect on everything from worms to mice to other animals. What does that mean for you? Think about what you could do with your life if you had more energy. Not just a little more energy each day, but a lot. You'd get up earlier and go to bed later. Afternoon naps would be a thing of the past. You'd be able to get more done during the day and with less effort. You'd have energy to spare at the end of the day. First thing in the morning, your mind would be clearer and you'd be more alert. It'd be like pressing the turbo boost button on your life. But wait, it gets even better. Now imagine if every cell in your body woke up, bursting with energy. more energy to fulfill its intended job, whether it's a liver cell, a muscle cell, a nerve cell. Imagine if every cell had that turbo boost button. Skin cells, brain cells, heart cells, every living cell would be able to live life at its peak because its mitochondria power plants were alive with newfound energy. That's what Rejuven 360 does, 4 different ways. A full spectrum of anti-aging benefits, from the inside out. No topical creams or cover-ups here. There's no need. By upgrading, protecting, and rejuvenating your mitochondria, all your cells can do what they were designed to do into your 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. You can't help but notice every tissue, organ, and gland of the body rejuvenated to levels you enjoyed when you were younger. Improve your skin's elasticity and tone, reducing wrinkles, furrows, and lines. Dramatically boost memory and mental clarity. Improve learning ability. Increase energy levels and vitality to unprecedented levels. Shift your preventative immune system to high gear. Enhance feelings of well-being. Combat moodiness. Foster deep, restful sleep. Slow down or even halt aspects of the normal aging process. Feel as energetic as a teenager no matter what your age may be. Strengthen your heart and have improved cardiovascular health. Have clearer vision, healthy gums, and bronchial health. Add the protective power of mitochondrial support to your anti-aging regimen. Now it's easy to reset your mitochondria and start turning back the hands of time. Just 2 capsules of Rejuven 360 in the morning will do it. They jumpstart the process of growing younger in as little as 2 hours, keeping you feeling youthful, vibrant, and energized all day. Then take 2 capsules in the evening just before bedtime and wake up more rested, looking and feeling younger than you did years ago. These 2 capsules will work hand in hand with the restorative powers of sleep to help your body produce youthful levels of high and new stem cells. Rejuven 360 will help accelerate your body's natural nighttime repair and renewal, enabling you to wake up to a brand new you. In addition to the individual nutrient studies, users reported the following after just 2 weeks of taking Rejuven 360. 90% of users experienced more energy in the morning. 85% of users felt younger and more energetic. 87% of users experienced being more ambitious and motivated. But that's not all. 91% of users reported feeling less anxious and more calm. 88% experienced less brain fog. 87% of users experienced clearer thinking. 77% of users experienced more stamina and endurance. 65% of users experienced increased libido. And 86% of users said they felt younger. These benefits are the direct result of improving the mitochondrial energy function of every living cell in your body. With PQQ, CoQ10, NADH, and resveratrol would be an incredibly effective mitochondria turbo booster and energy-creating supplement on its own. Up until recently, IV injection was the only way to get access to these powerful anti-aging nutrients. However, now you can get them all in one convenient supplement. Here's what a few Rejuven 360 users have said in their consumer reviews. I feel a lot younger. I look younger. I play golf like I was 40 again. That's all that matters. Dr. John Cardillo, age 75, New York. I used to get sick as a dog, but this year, I haven't had as much as a sniffle. My immune system is open for business. Lisa Hams, age 66, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You don't realize how much you slow down as you get older. Rejuven 360 is like loading the dice against aging. Deanna Minich, age 60, Jacksonville, Florida. My skin feels baby soft. My energy is more even throughout the day. I'm clear as a bell from morning till I go to bed. Shannon McRae, age 71, Ontario, California. I fatigued easily, low energy. This helped wake me out of feeling lethargic. It's not a stimulant. The energy is the same I had when I was 30. Joseph Stein, age 48, Mount Shasta, California. Will I lose weight? Please understand, Rejuven 360 was not designed as a weight management supplement. However, we hear from a significant portion of users that their metabolism has changed for the better after using Rejuven 360. My weight plateaued years ago, but now I seem to be losing it without effort. Jennifer Conson, age 51, Bull Creek, Arizona. This is one of the most amazing things about Rejuven 360. It starts restoring a whole spectrum of health benefits. How? By restoring youth and energy to every living cell in your body, because every cell has mitochondria. Try Rejuven 360, your risk-free trial. That said, The results have been so reaffirming, we can confidently offer you the chance to try Rejuven 360 at no risk. Because I'm guessing by now you can imagine all the benefits higher cellular energy levels could mean for you. It's not uncommon for us to hear from users that Rejuven 360 allows them to play sports again. After years of sitting on the sidelines, they're lacing up and working out. Their heart health is eons better. That's because major sources of mitochondria reside in the heart muscle. They've reclaimed the mental stamina they had in their youth, allowing them to take on major projects that require lots of energy. Caution, there is no silver bullet, yet. If you're as astute of a person as most of our clients who see us privately, you should already be aware that while the effects of anti-aging nutrients have been studied for decades now, it's impossible to attribute any one single nutrient alone to reversing the clock. I hope you can appreciate, human aging doesn't work like that. We can say, for instance, an abundant supply of antioxidants protects cells from damage. However, what the implications are to the entire human body, let alone a specific human being with unique DNA, can only be inferred. In addition to see results from a full anti-aging regimen, your body needs an abundant variety of macro and micronutrients, as well as those X-factor nutrients science has yet to uncover, not to mention targeted nutrients specific to the individual. Not only must you supply these nutrients in abundance, your body must be able to absorb these nutrients. Not to mention, one must integrate abundant amounts of exercise, sleep, and stress management into their lifestyle. That understood, it's for good reason by federal law no vitamin or supplement can claim to treat or prevent any disease or illness, and we are making no such claim on this page. Just imagine for a moment simply by feeling younger again, your entire life could change for the better. There's simply no limit to the benefits you can receive from Rejuven 360, though none more fantastic than finally being able to enjoy your life to the fullest again. Again, results vary by individual. Hundreds of early users are saying Rejuven 360 is what is making them feel younger and healthier, enjoy the energy levels they used to have, and lead a more active and exciting life. And there's a good chance it can do the same for you. Americans spend billions of dollars to cover up, hide, or treat the symptoms of their aging. These people are only paying to look younger. Instead, consider the value of what would happen if you could actually slow down aging at its source, the cellular level. What would that be worth to you? What is it worth to not only look younger naturally, but to feel younger as well? What would it be worth to have more time? This ultimate mitochondrial anti-aging solution, a third the price you'd pay for the sum of its parts. The science behind Rejuven 360 is revolutionary. The demand is understandably quite high. We've been bombarded with requests. To make matters more challenging, because of the complex formulation process required to synthesize these laboratory-grade nutrients, we're quite limited by our manufacturing capacity. This requires us to make small batches. The law of supply and demand dictates for the 4 mitochondrial support nutrients, we should charge $250 per bottle. However, at Rejuven 360, our goal is to provide quality health products to as many people as possible at an affordable price. Our mission is to work with you to improve the lives of all of us, collectively as a global community. If you're reading this page right now, that means we currently have Rejuven 360 in stock, and the good news is, if you act today, you won't have to pay $250 for a bottle of Rejuven 360. You won't even pay half that. In fact, you won't even pay $125. And you won't pay half of that either. If you click the link below and order through this introductory offer, you'll be taken to a special order page where you'll have the opportunity to purchase a 1-month supply of Rejuven 360 at our first-time customer rate of only $59.95. That's a 1-month supply of 4-way mitochondrial energy support. Our risk-free guarantee. And as promised, your purchase today is completely risk-free. You're protected by Rejuven 360's 365-day, no questions asked money-back guarantee. Go ahead and try Rejuven 360 for the next 365 days. And if you are unsatisfied for any reason, simply return the unused portion and we will refund every cent of your purchase price. And because we want you to fully try Rejuven 360 and allow its support to integrate into your system, feel free to use your entire supply. If you aren't satisfied for any reason, you can even send back the empty bottles and we'll still refund your entire purchase price quickly and with no hassles. That's how confident we are you're going to be ecstatic with your decision to invest in Rejuven 360 and your health today. At only $1.56 a day, Rejuven 360 is less expensive than a cup of coffee, and many users report it gives a far bigger boost. Is it worth $1.56 a day to have a chance to have the youthful look, feel, and attitude you did 10, 20, or 30 years ago? Is it worth it to have a chance to be able to exercise like you used to potentially accelerate your metabolism, support improved memory and mental clarity along with better, sounder sleep? How much money have you already spent on solutions trying to feel better, or ways to hide your symptoms of aging from the world? Instead, I'd like to recommend you to try giving support to the very source of your cell's power plants. You may be pleasantly surprised at what happens next. As a formula of 100% naturally occurring compounds, Rejuven 360 is completely safe for most people, with little risk of side effects. Just be sure to read and follow the instructions on the label. Many users report feeling fresher, more energized, and sleeping better after just a few days. Risk-free trial, less than 500 bottles remaining. Order yours now before it's too late. Select the package that's right for you. Simply click on the link below and select the package that's right for you. We currently offer Rejuven 360 in 1, 3, or 6-month packages. Do note that every order comes with free shipping. So click on the button below and give Rejuven 360 a try today. Your purchase is completely covered by our 365-day money-back guarantee. You really have nothing to lose by giving Rejuven 360 a try and seeing how you look and feel, even for just 1 month. Rejuven 360 was very expensive to produce. As I'm sure you can imagine, putting all these powerful natural ingredients together can be quite an elaborate and expensive process. And that's why in the past, Rejuven 360 was anything but cheap. However, because we have scaled our production, in the process we've reduced the cost considerably, especially compared to the hundreds of dollars or more for monthly IV injections. It's a downright bargain today. When we first priced Rejuven 360, it was $300 a month. But since we scaled production, we've been able to cut our costs to the bone. Even better, we assure the ingredients in all Rejuven 360 products will be pure. We also do safety testing as well as test for a basic level of efficacy. Now you can get the optimum monthly dosage of Rejuven 360 for just a fraction of that. If you went to your local vitamin shop and tried to purchase top-of-the-line nutrients individually, your monthly tally would break down to something like this. PQQ, $60. NADH, $65. Resveratrol, $65. COQ10, $50. Total, $240. Rejuven 360 combines all of these nutrients and more in one convenient formula for about half the price. Do I really need an anti-aging mitochondrial supplement? Many times I'm asked, how do I know my mitochondria are compromised? The short answer is, how do you feel? Are you tired often? Do you get sick a lot? Does it take a while to bounce back from infections and injuries? If so, imagine if your cells had abundant energy to do their jobs. Imagine how you'd feel having more than enough energy throughout the day. Imagine how you'd look waking up refreshed in the morning. Now, before I let you go, can I ask a small favor? Imagine for a moment going through life aging as normal, letting go of your youth, ultimately resigning yourself to old age, having senior moments, unable to recall your most cherished memories, your mind becoming more and more foggy, not having the energy to get through the day, not being able to socialize because you're just too darn tired to go out, experiencing losing bit by bit almost everything you hold dear, year by year loosening your grip on health, unable to sleep soundly for even 8 hours, experiencing ill health which becomes more and more difficult to bounce back from, more and more regular visits to the doctor or the hospital. The slightest infection could lay you up for days. Gaining weight which you can't seem to lose. You don't just feel older, you look far older than your years. The list goes on. What's it worth for you to avoid the worst aspects of old age? $59.95 doesn't seem so much by comparison, does it? That said, there's an alternative, isn't there? Now that you know about these 4 near miraculous nutrients, they offer you a second chance, a second shot at life. 30 days to a younger, more vibrant you. Imagine reclaiming all the aspects of youth which you enjoyed most. Looking and feeling like you did years ago. Being able to focus, remember, learn new things. not forget the simplistic things. Your greatest of life's adventures still ahead of you, calling you. Travel, entrepreneurial endeavors, college, charity, even reigniting love. Imagine feeling young enough to play sports again. Golf, tennis, running. Is a 5K or a marathon in your future again? You're amazed as your libido starts to bounce back. Your partner's amazed as well. Your friends are astonished. They can't put their finger on it, but you have more energy. You're more youthful looking. Imagine watching your children grow up. What will their future look like? No, you get not just to watch, but be a part of it. Old age? You don't have to live with it. It's simple. Click the link below to try Rejuven 360, 100% risk-free right now. Want maximum benefits? Quick tip. For maximum renewal and rejuvenating effect, it's best to use Rejuven 360 at least 6 months or more. That's why, while supplies last, you can get the 6-month supply, 6 bottles at a special deep discount you see far below the single bottle price, and get 2 bottles free. It truly is the best deal, designed specifically for those wanting the ultimate benefits of having an abundant supply of strong, vibrant mitochondria. Now's the best time to lock in your supply now at this advantageous price. Beware of inferior knockoffs. Rejuven 360 will only be sold on this website, where we can control the message rather than on store shelves. Branding, building trust, and establishing scientific expertise are what our team hopes differentiates ourselves from the countless faceless companies that line health food store shelves. At the most basic level, that means trust that the pill contains what it says it contains, but also beyond that, trust that it is doing a person any good. Rejuven is for you if you want to delay the effects of aging as long as possible. You're struggling to get through the day. Aging is starting to take its toll. You want your brain to work better. You want to have more fun in life. You're packing on too many pounds. You want people to compliment you on how young you look and act. You want to be able to exercise like you used to. Don't miss out on one of the most important anti-aging discoveries in years. Thousands of people of all ages are jumping on the bandwagon, so don't get left behind. No doubt mitochondrial supplementation is going to be one of the major cornerstones of health, anti-aging, and longevity from now on. We're even getting requests from anti-aging doctors to supply their patients around the world, and rightfully so. These nutrient discoveries have each proven themselves to be scientifically sound support for aging. For about $1.50 a day, you can naturally increase your body's cellular energy to the levels you had when you were 10, 20 years younger, without expensive IV injections and without adverse side effects. That's not a misprint. Wouldn't it be worth $1.50 a day to press that reset button on your body's cellular power plants, starting to reverse the presence of aging effects in your body and live a longer and healthier life? The choice is yours to make. For your sake, we trust you'll give Rejuven 360 a try, risk-free, and see how fast you can reclaim your youth and vitality even while you sleep. P.S. Special update. We've been bombarded with orders. We started out with 10,000 bottles of Rejuven 360 less than a week or so ago. Now we're down to our last 500 bottles. It's obvious this Rejuven 360 will sell out within the next few days. So while this page is still up, I encourage you to pick the most appropriate option now while we have the product in stock. It may be several months before we can replenish inventory. Don't run out, not even for a day. That's why we also encourage to stock up while you're able. Select the best option now.